to iTech's Html5 and Css3 tutorials. This video will tell you the basic programs needed in order to begin writing code in HTML. So let's get started. So the three basic things needed before you can begin writing your codes are your browser, editor, and your server. So without wasting much time, I will launch my browser. I'm using, now for your information, I'm using Firefox as my browser, and I'm using Visual Studio Code as my editor, and I'm using XAMPP server. Alright, so there are many editors out there, there are many browsers out there, there are many servers out there, depending on your own choice. So there are many editors. I can give you some. We have Coffee Cup, we have Bluefish, we have Vim, we have Dreamweaver, we have Atom. So there are many of them out there. We have Sublime Text also. Alright, for servers, we also have many servers out there. We have XAMPP, we have MAMP. I'm using XAMPP currently. We have MAMP, we have WAMP server. So there are a lot of them out there. So I'm going to teach you in this tutorial how to install XAMPP and how to install Visual Studio Code, VS Code. Alright, so but I'm not going to install it because I already have it installed in my own computer. So I'll just go to my browser right now. Alright, so when you go to your browser, in the home page of your browser, you search Visual Studio Code. You search Visual Studio Code and it brings out this page for you, these suggestions. Then you locate download Visual Studio Code and you click on it, which will redirect you to the next page. Alright, it will redirect you to the download page for Visual Studio Code. As you can see, download Visual Studio Code. Now I'm using Windows, so I simply click on download VS Code for Windows. Alright, I'm going to open this in, I'm going to click on it, but I won't. Alright, if you click on download Visual Studio Code for Windows, it will bring the download option, which will be save, and you click on save. Alright, so the same thing goes for XAMPP. When you search XAMPP on your browser, you just click search XAMPP download, it brings out these results. Alright, so you click on download XAMPP, it will redirect you to the download page for XAMPP. This is the download page for XAMPP. This is how it is. So if you are using Windows, you see options, you see different versions of XAMPP. So you can download the latest here. I guess this is the latest version 7.3.1. You click on download and a pop-up comes and you click on save. So same thing goes if you are using Linux operating system or you are using Mac for your as an operating system. Alright, so that's just how to download the XAMPP and the Visual Studio Code, and from there you install it. Alright, so when you download your XAMPP, the next thing to do is to launch it. You launch the XAMPP and you start it up. Alright, so when I click on XAMPP right now, it will bring out a window, the XAMPP window, where I will start the programs I need to in order for me to start coding. Alright, so you click on XAMPP and you click start. I'm going to select both Apache and MySQL for this tutorial. So you start these two and you minimize it. Don't close it, if not it won't work. So you minimize it. So we already have accomplished two steps just right now. So alright, you have started your XAMPP. Finally you click on your Visual Studio Code that you have already installed successfully. So those are the basic things that are needed for this tutorial: your editor, your browser, and your server. Alright, so your codes, you're going to be typing your codes in the editor. So like I said, I'm using Visual Studio Code, so all my codes that I'm going to write are going to be inside the Visual Studio Code. So I already have a file created in Visual Studio Code where all the tutorials starting from now are going to be displayed. Alright, so I'll quickly show you how to create a file in Visual Studio Code. So you click on File, you locate Open Folder. Alright, before you create a file, you need to create a folder. So you click on Open Folder and it will bring this dialog box out. So this is where my codes are going to enter. So you create a folder. Let's create a folder. You right click to create a folder. You right click, you locate New. Alright, you locate New on the pop-up. Please follow these steps as I'm describing them for you. Alright, you click on Folder. Alright, so you now name your folder. Let's say Html5, and you strike enter. Your folder has been created. So when you double click in the folder, nothing is inside right now. So you have created a folder. When you click alright, let's create an HTML file inside the folder. Alright, you do the same way. You right click, you locate New, and you click on Folder. Alright, so you can decide to put your folder here, HTML files, and you strike enter. So you have successfully created folder right now. So you select folder. So this folder has been selected. So that is the folder that is going to display right now in your browser. Alright, as you can see, this is the display welcome. Alright, so I'm going to close this welcome. The next thing I'm going to do is inside these HTML files, I'll create another file. I'll create the HTML file inside this HTML file. So you can see where I'm pointing to. Alright, you can see New File. So when you click on it, it brings out a space where you can type in the name of the file, and automatically your file is going to be created. So I'm going to call this index.html. Alright, so when I strike enter, my HTML5 have been created. My HTML file has been created. Now you don't just start writing codes. As you can see, it's displaying in white. Alright, so for you to start writing code, there are some basic things you're going to do. You have to create some tags, but in this lesson I won't create tags. In the next lesson I'll tell you about the different tags that are needed before you start. So those tags are the head tags, the doc type, the meta tags, the body tag, the title tags, and so on. Alright, so that is just the basic thing. In this lesson we have covered how to the basic things you're going to need for before you can start writing codes, and I've shown you which are your browser, your local server and your editor. Alright, so I'm going to tell you the last thing, which is what is different in HTML5. So we have just been saying HTML5. So there are other versions of HTML. Alright, so starting from HTML1, which is the first, down to HTML5, they have been making changes. Alright, so in HTML5, all these tags, all these elements that I've written down, you are not going to be seeing them in HTML5 no more. So acronym element, applet element, base front elements, down to strike element, you are no longer going to be seeing them in HTML5 because they are no longer supported in HTML5. You'll be seeing tags like footer tag, header tags, the nav tags, which have been added in HTML5 to make things easier. Alright, so you understand this in the next lesson. So in the next lesson we're going to be talking mostly about the tags, the different tags, the important tags in HTML. Alright, thank you.